TV. Today we're talking about a new player that could be coming in again, another winger, Elyounoussi, I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't it really?
Yeah.
He looks about a 27-year-old Norwegian player, I believe. He's coming from Southampton. He's had a decent, I think he had a decent 2-season loan spell at Celtics. I think he's going to, rumours are we want to sign him as another winger, but I think a lot of fans are quite unhappy with that. What do you think, Reedy?
Again, it's kind of a typical Brendan Rodgers signing from Celtic. Well, previously, he's obviously worked with him before. He's done all right at Southampton, not the best of players for me. Yes, he's a bit more of a skillful player, but again, it comes back to the Lookman situation. Why are you not getting Lookman? If he played for the whole season last season, he's probably one of the better performing players. Why not get Lookman? But again, he's going for an ex-player that he's used to play with. And again, maybe, yes, you would sign him if he's going to be going for cheap, but really, there's no really need to go for someone like that again.
I think a lot of fans have said this same kind of thing. There's no point in signing this kind of player. He's joined Southampton about 2 seasons ago now, or about 3 seasons ago. He had a start, I think he played about 15 matches for them when he signed. Didn't do well. He's gone out on loan to Celtic. He's done well. He's stayed on there for a full season loan, and he's done really well at Celtic. Last season, he had a really good season by his accords, and he came back and joined the Southampton squad in the 21-22 season. And he's kind of he's just glided. He's just not done much in it. He's just been there. He's not done too much. I'm not sure why he's on the radar for Rodgers again. We've had this number where people say we've got £200 million this season to spend on transfers, but realistically, is that £200 million after selling the likes of Tielemans, Soyuncu, Perez? When they bring in 20-30 million maybe for each of the players, it's a difficult one. I don't think it's all just paper talks, man. It's all just rumours, but this is definitely not a step forward. Like when you say we've got Lookman, who's probably only going to cost 15 to 20 million, whereas this guy's probably going to cost 20-25 million. And yeah, he could become good, but he's been at Southampton for 2 seasons. He's proven in my eyes that he can't do it in the Premier League. What do you think?
Again, I just don't know why we are going for these sort of, I wouldn't say mid-range players, but like you say, if we've got £200 million, apparently £200 million, why aren't we going for the 40 million, 50 billion pound players that really could go for, really? And it'd be a next level to the team we've got at the moment. Like your dad said, that the last few seasons we've been buying players that just doesn't get into that first team. It's more backup. And now we want to be pushing on with no Europe next season. We've got to be getting the next level players that will push the team on to get into that top 6 instead of
I think
being
this
a top
season
8.
It's hard to fabricate all these players because we're talking about Madueke we want to sign, but he's not going to want to join us knowing that we've not got even Europa Conference League this season. It's different kind of gravy this season where we've not got what we had last season, so there's going to be less options. Like you're not going to sign the same players that we could have because unless you pay the big money, it's like we refused to spend 35 million on Madueke. We said no, we won't do that, so we got Lookman on loan, and yeah, it was okay, but I think in a lot of eyes when we got Lookman, everyone was like, why don't we just buy Madueke for 35 million? It's like we said, oh no, we'll pay 30 million for him. It's like just pay the extra 5 million. What is it really for a club that's owned by billionaires? We're very good at spending money and making money and keeping on that very neutral level where we won't spend more than we make. So we've obviously had a decent season in 8th place where we've obviously come from being lower down. Dropping from 15th to 8th, even if it's only a few points, is a lot of money in the Premier League. It's a couple of million for each place to jump up. So we've jumped up 7 places. It's another 15 million maybe, 20 million that we've got extra. It's just we need to start signing these players. Like we said earlier with Tielemans, why is he still hanging around if he's going to go? Why are we waiting so long to sign these players? In my eyes, I don't think this Elyounoussi is going to be good enough for Leicester. I don't think he should be the kind of player we're going for. He's another player from Southampton. Why are we signing him? We did it with Bertrand and Vestergaard. We got Bertrand a red card and we put 9 past Vestergaard. Why are we signing those players? How is that a step forward? Elyounoussi has been there for 4 years now, and he's gone out on loan for 2 seasons to Celtic, to a Farmers League and a Scottish League, and yeah, he's done well in that. But the teams are rubbish in that. It's Celtic and Rangers, and that's it really. He's had the chance in the Premier League. He's had 2 seasons. He's not took it. For me, if your player can't do it in 2 seasons, he's not good enough.
Again, you just got to think. One player that gets you another 5 to 10 goals a season and could change you from an 8th place finish to a 6th place or even higher than that, where, like I say, we're missing that in the attack now, really. Barnes hasn't performed well this season, to be honest. Yes, he's got the stats to maybe say otherwise.
Not just that he's not performed well, he could be on his way out. If you really wanted someone like Arsenal, Spurs really could come for it, could come in for him. And even if he sits on the bench, he's like, well, get to move down to London, I'll be on a high pay package, they're a bigger club. They finished higher than Leicester. There's so many benefits to, he doesn't owe anything to the club. He's just come up from the academy. We've seen that with a lot of players. So I agree with the fact that we've got a lot of players this season who Rodgers has clearly said he wants out, whoever they are. We know that the main 4 or 5 is Tielemans, Cags.
The main thing is with that, if you want people, he's saying he wants people out. The problem is, if you're wanting people out, you've got to bring people in. And
you've got to bring in better people than Elyounoussi.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, what do you think to him coming? Do you think he's going to be a decent signing for us? Do you think we should sign him from Southampton? Do you think there's better options out there? I think we really both agree that we've already got a better option in Lookman. We just need to give him the contract and stop faffing around with, who we need to sign. Even if Lookman's a bench player, we need to sign a better winger than Elyounoussi. We need to set our standards higher, and if it costs the 40 million for the Maduakis, we need to spend the 40 million for the Maduakis. And let's hope we have a good season, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you enjoy this video, comment down below what you think on him. If you think we should sign him, it's your views at the end of the day. If you think he's good enough, just have you say in the comments. I think we both agree that he's not Leicester quality, and I think we should be going for someone else. So cheers, guys.